Okay, so today was SDCC. Actually, I didn't get to attend the convention, but I did get to go to my mall, which had most of the shared retailers that I wanted to go to. Um, so pretty much going into it, I wanted to get all the anime pops. I wanted to get the Demon Slayer, the My Hero, the AOT, Dragon Ball, JJ, Jujutsu Kaisen, Boruto, and then I also decided I wanted to get the Pokemon pop. But just because I really like Pokemon, I don't really plan on collecting that set. But I know the Pokemon pops are usually some of the most popular ones, and if I decide I don't want it, it'll definitely be one that's easy to sell. So I figured it was low risk, high reward type of situation. Um, and Charmander's one of my favorite Pokemon, so it just made a ton of sense to pick this one up. So going into the convention, uh, like I said, or I might have not said this yet, but this was my first time attempting to go to my mall for con pops. Usually it's during school. Like I don't remember. I guess I wasn't as big into pops last SDCC, or I just didn't want any of the ones for last SDCC. Um, so I don't know why I didn't really want to go to that one, or maybe I just wasn't into pops as much then, or wasn't aware of the con situation. But this was the first time that I was more aware of how con pops work, um, and knew which ones I wanted. There was a bunch I wanted. Honestly, more than I wanted were available. And out of other than the seven I mentioned, the Starfire one was one I liked a lot, and I considered getting, but I don't really want to dive into the superhero stuff, just because I kind of do like Marvel and I kind of do like DC, but I would prefer just to mainly stick with anime as far as my Funko Pops go. And so the problem was all the stores that I was going to open after Funko's website actually put the pops up. So actually, all the pops I wanted were on Funko's website, and I was like, should I just order these now? But I was like, the whole point of coming up here was to come get these pops. So I decided to wait. I did end up ordering Chocho on the website, and a bunch of them did end up selling out while I was debating. So I ended up only ordering Chocho from the website and Hisoka the Common. I decided to finally pick that pop up. I've just been waiting to get it pretty much for free shipping, and considering I was already going to have to pay shipping for Chocho, I decided to finally pick up the Hisoka. For a while, that was the only pop I needed in the Hunter x Hunter collection, but now with the whole new wave and stuff, and I still need to get that Killua Chase and stuff, it's not the only one I'm lacking, but it was one I really wanted to add to the set, even though I do have the Hot Topic Glitter one, or Diamond one collection, but I did want to finally add that pop to the collection. So pretty much, this is how my plan was. I was going to go in FYE and pick up Queen Historia, which was the top pop I wanted. I really like Queen Historia. I really like her as a character, and I don't have her other pop, her common. So that was the main one I wanted. But there was one problem. I'd seen Dude Meeps post a thing that some FYE that only Hot Topic and box lunches were for sure getting theirs, or most were. But somebody had commented that their FYE was getting it, so I didn't know if my FYE was going to get them or not. But my FYE, unfortunately, didn't get any. But the good thing was, for my backup option, I had my dad and my sister go in Hot Topic and get Inmu for me. Luckily, they were able to get Inmu because she's right here. I'm not for sure, I'll be honest. I haven't watched the Demon Slayer Mugen Train or Season 2 yet, but I really like Season 1 of Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer has been one of my favorite animes so far, so I definitely want to get this pop. So they were able to get it, and then since FYE didn't have any of the pops I wanted, I ran in Box Lunch. Box Lunch, I mentioned My Hero's kind of weird to me. It's kind of like Dragon Ball that I like it, but I don't. It's just so many pops and stuff that I'm not as crazy about it to the point. And I've watched a little bit of Dragon Ball. I haven't watched a ton of My Hero though, so I don't really have a set opinion about it. I didn't get that like La Brava 2-pack, and I considered getting it when it was online, but I did end up getting Gran Torino. I might have mispronounced his name, but and then I ended up going back in Hot Topic just, to see. And they still had some Inmu, so it looks like I would have been fine, even though I did go to FYE first. But when I went in there, they did have this pop. This is not a con pop, but it is the Komagi Common, another one of the Hunter x Hunter pops I needed. They didn't have any of the chases. I think they'd had these commons for like a few weeks, or they'd had the set for a few weeks, and obviously the chases had sold by then. But I was glad. I mean, I'm definitely not. I don't think I'll pay resale for that pop unless it's the last one I need in the Hunter x Hunter set. But I am going to try to pick up that chase in store whenever they do eventually restock it. So then I went back to FYE just to make sure that I didn't overlook the pops or anything, and I did call to make sure that they didn't get them, but FYE didn't get theirs, so I ended up ordering the FYE pops online, which I wish I could have. I didn't have to, because then I could have saved the money. But I definitely want to get Historia and Charmander, so I was definitely willing to pay the shipping. Since those were two of the pops I wanted most, especially Historia, and Charmander for $15, since I was already paying shipping, it was just an easy get. I honestly should have probably bought multiples of those two to resell, but I don't know. I didn't. I felt like I was spending so much money today that I didn't want to spend any more, even though I probably would have made money doing that. Hindsight 2020, but especially watch, those pops will probably be crazy expensive ones in a few years, and I'll be like, well, could have paid $30 more, but whatever. And then after I went and picked up Komagi, they still, like I said, they still had a few Enmus. I definitely could have got one if I just went straight from FYE to there and box. I could have went to FYE box lunch, and then I would have still been good, I think, or I know I would have been. And My Hero Box Lunch did have a good amount. They had a ton of the Gran Torino. But also Hot Topic had a ton of the other pops. One thing though, I think Box Lunch and Hot Topic were the only two that for sure had their pops. GameStop didn't have theirs, so I actually didn't even pre-order the GameStop ones yet. I was gonna go order them, and then I was gonna go pre-order them at the store close to the mall, but that's like an hour away from me, so I decided I'll just wait and pre-order them at my local store. So hopefully they still have them up for pre-order tomorrow, because I'm going to try to attempt to pre-order those tomorrow. But then, while I went in Target, I started looking, I was actually kind of looking for some Jurassic World figures, the like the Legacy Collection or Heyman Collection, whatever the really good Jurassic World figures are right now, because some are on clearance at Target. And while I was in Target, I also obviously went and looked at the Funko Pops, and I kind of forgot about this pop, and I was just looking, and then I just happened to see this pop, and it was the Tanjiro and Nezuko 2-pack. And like I said, I completely overlooked it at first, and then when I saw it, I was like, ooh, because the first two I saw, the boxes, one of the boxes was horrible shape, one was not great, and this one, not perfect, but definitely better than the other two. I'll probably have separate videos for these poor pops and the other stuff I'm getting. But I was so glad to finally get this one. I didn't order these commons originally. I considered buying like a whole common wave, but I didn't end up doing that. And then whenever I saw that they were making a 2-pack of these two, I was like, well, I'll just buy the 2-pack if I ever get the chance. And luckily they had them today. I have had a chance to get the Tanjiro metallic. That's the only Demon Slayer pop I've had the chance to get that I didn't get in store. And that's because they didn't have my shirt size. And I don't really wear those bundle shirts. So I probably should have just bought the one with like an extra large or whatever, but I didn't. I might end up regretting that, but I mean, it's pretty much the same as the Tanjiro common, just with some scratches, so I don't think it's the end of the world. But overall, I had a great experience. I was able to get or order pretty much everything I wanted, and then some, and had a lot of fun. Honestly, probably should have bought some to sell again and made some money, but it's a win-win. I didn't buy some, so other people will be able to get the pop, and they might just end up reselling them. But maybe somebody really wanted the pop and couldn't get there whenever the place is open, so maybe they'll be able to get them because I didn't buy them all to resell or whatever. I mean, obviously it was a 2-person limit, so it's not like I could have bought every single one to resell, but you know what I mean. Buy 1 or 2 extra just to resell. But and also the only one that I feel like I really messed up on not buying to resell though was that extra Historia and an extra Charmander, especially the Charmander, because I know that Charmander is going to be crazy. It sold out, one of the first ones to sell out online on the Funko website, and one of the first ones to sell out at the convention. I feel like that one's going to be a pretty good one, so I'm glad I was actually able to order one. They might still be up at FYE. I think GameStops are still up. Enmu sold out pretty fast online, so I don't know. Maybe some of these are still up. I think Cho-Cho's still up. Cho-Cho was actually one I really wanted to get, so I was glad she was really easy to get. So I had a ton of fun with SDCC. I do have one video I definitely want to do on here. I've got this Code Geass reaction. I actually planned it a while ago after I finished it. Awesome anime. Would definitely recommend watching it. If you can watch it, I will try to watch it right now, so that way whenever you see my reaction video, it's not a spoiler or anything, because I guess there will be some spoilers in that video. But overall, had a ton of fun, and these are the only pops I physically got, but I did order a lot. I'm going to try to get the GameStop pops, and then, like I said, I got the 2 FYE convention pops, and then I got Cho-Cho and Hisoka. So hopefully those will come in good condition and everything, and then I'll show off those pops. And I might have separate videos for all these pops. Probably definitely for Enmu. just because, and especially after I watched Mugen Train. But overall, had a ton of fun and was super glad to get these pops. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned, and I'm trying to do better on this channel. I feel like I was doing so good on this channel and then kind of neglected it. But I think I can see this channel growing again. So thank you all so much for watching up until this point.